What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here, girl. We're on our way down the road. You know what I'm saying? This ride with the diva. Out, girl. Yesterday, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, timestamp a section of the video that you like and think would be a great TikTok or short or reel. A short, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, anything under 5 minutes. I prefer like 1 minute to 3 minutes, but whatever it is, we'll clip it, right? So help me with that. And then also don't forget to share the video as well, whatever communities or groups you belong to, Facebook, on Facebook or whatever. Even if you want to clip a portion, you have the ability to clip. If you don't know how to clip, if you are on your mobile device, you can clip. If you're on your mobile device and you want to leave a timestamp, all you got to do is act like you're going to leave a comment. And there's a little box in the bottom right-hand corner that has numbers in it. And once you tap that box, it's your timestamp. So you want to tap that box exactly where you are, in the video or whatever. Hit that little box with the numbers in. I think it's a 12 in there or something like that. And hit that box with, and then it will allow you to timestamp that, portion where you are that you want to clip. So thank you for that. I was just listening. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos writes. He's a writer, in the film industry. So he actually sent this to me, and I want to read you what he said. He said, hey, Diva, came across this white woman's take on Keke's DV, and she broke it down so well, and the men like him. No matter the race or socio-economic background, abusive straight men use the same handbook. What do I say to y'all all the time? I tell y'all to tell these men when they come at you, you're bitter, who hurt you, you didn't get picked, or something. They know that there are groups of women who put so much value in that they spew it to any woman, not knowing that some women don't care. But they assume the vast majority of you value their opinion, value their desire to want you, value their gaze. And so they say the same shit to every single woman. Who hurt you? You should have chose better. You didn't get picked. The new one is, oh, men control marriage, but women control pussy, and that's why the women aren't getting picked. Girl, what? I don't even know what the hell that person was talking about when I saw it the other day. I was like, these niggas are saying they are playing from the same dusty old playbook. You know how many times I have heard a man say to a woman, who hurt you? Girl, who hurt you? A man. Newsflash, a motherfucking man hurt me. I have these feelings about men because you motherfuckers don't know how to act in relationships. And I'm not the only one. They make it seem like you're the only isolated incident and that every single man, now mind you, the men who are coming at you and told you who hurt you and all this, those men consider themselves good men. I read a New York Times article this morning talking about why women aren't choosing marriage, why women are freezing their eggs. And the overall consensus is the men are unworthy for marriage, let alone partnership. These women don't want to be around you niggas. And that's what y'all have to your advantage, knowing that you don't desire, you don't put any value, you don't care about what these niggas say. Tell these niggas, operate from a different playbook. That shit don't work anymore over here. It does not work. You think your opinion of me carries any weight? Nigga, more than likely, like this man told me today, I'm going to get back to this video of this woman talking about Keke Palmer's situation. This is a white woman. And she even says in her video, it doesn't matter where you come from, what your background is. Yes, we can honor intersections, but it doesn't matter what your background is. These straight, cisgendered, heterosexual men out here are not suitable to partner with cisgender, heterosexual, transgender, heterosexual women. They are not suitable. And we keep trying to tell y'all that. And they're not operating the same abusive shit. That is the reason why everyone was able to identify what Keke was going through. Because I guaranteed you A man has told them something about what they have on. You think that women walk around here for the gaze of men. And so if a woman wears a certain outfit, you think she wants attention from men. And in fact, you think she wants attention from you. That's the gag. You think she wants attention from you. I saw Shannon Sharp on the internet talking about he wouldn't date Kim Kardashian. Nigga, that's not the question. The question is, would she date you? Are you a viable partner for her? What makes you think she wants your ass? That's the problem. You worshiping ass, dick worshiping ass women got these niggas out here thinking that everybody wants them, thinking that their word has value, thinking that they are the prize. You worshipers got them. And then what the gag is about you dick slurping ass women is that these niggas don't choose you. That's the gag. You are a pick me and you still don't get picked. These niggas are so busy trying to get the modern women to suppress who they are, to lower themselves down to meet them. They hate modern women. They so focused on getting modern women to change. And I'm using modern women loosely because modern women, from my standpoint and my perspective, a traditional woman centers man. A modern woman centers herself. And that's why they don't like you. You were raised in this patriarchy to worship and dick suck and dick slurp and swallow and gobble the whole 9.5. That's what you were raised to do. So when you are outside, when you fall outside of that, they hate you. They call you ugly. They say you weren't picked. They say you were bitter. This man told me on Instagram, I'm going to read you what he told me. I'm going to read you what he told me. And I heard the rest of the audio of Keke's mother cussing that little dick nigga, shrimp dick nigga out. You shrimp cocktail dick nigga. You could tell, where's my son? My son is going to grow up to be a man. He won't learn it from you if he do. If he grows up to be any measurement of a man, he won't learn it from your raggedy, musty ass. Because the word on the street is the Jacksons are fucking terrorists in Hollywood. And why didn't nobody warn Keke? I can't wait till Keke tells her story. I heard his mother cussing his ass out. Yeah, she mentioned Usher was gay, Usher was bisexual, because that's trying to let you know, you stupid ass nigga, you over here mad and insecure over a nigga who likes dick and pussy, I guess. If I heard what she said to him, no, she didn't have to tell Usher's business, but in an effort to tell him, the nigga is gay. That's what you worried about, a gay nigga. Shut your stupid ass up. I knew by his smile and the smirk on his face when I saw it. I just didn't say nothing. I wish I would have said something. That nigga is an incel. She got with a dude who women don't give the time of day to. There was another woman on the internet saying that she used to date Darius the terrorist and that he forced her to get an abortion. He forced her to get an abortion. The mother was saying, Saronis, Amanda Seals tried to tell y'all, every time a woman comes out trying to tell y'all about these weirdos, y'all act like you don't know what they talking about. Is this my turn? Yeah. Y'all act like you don't know what they talking about. This man told me, hold on, let me get back to the comment. Let me see if I can find it. And like I said about Krishan and Tamar, I bet y'all won't allow any other uncaged animals out there. I bet you won't. Hold on, I want to find this comment, this man. Find this man. I heard it. Y'all asking me, did I hear what's her name? Did I hear Miss Sharon cussing Keke out?
But you put it through?
Here she goes. That's why that is the reason why women were able to identify what Keke was going through, because so many women, and you stupid ass niggas, don't operate from a different playbook. Y'all all operate from the same fucking playbook for generations. Isolate them. Talk down to them. Trap them with a baby so you can control their behavior. You did everything an abuser does. Everything. Listen to this woman. I'm going to let you listen and I'm going to go on because I don't want to jump towards the audio. Listen. Here she go.
To be successful by proxy, but at the same time, they're so threatened by our success that they then go out to try to for Emmys, Screen Actor. It's like, at such a young age. When you try to find out, like, all the stuff that he's done, you know, fitness,
nothing. She married down. And this is the reason.
Career.
And this is the reason why so many people get mad at Tyler Perry, Iyanla, and Ebony. All happen to be Virgos. Y'all are on the internet telling women it's okay to date down. It's okay to date this guy. Ebony, not so much. She's telling you to go get your MRS degree in college, where according to this article that I just read, this opinion article from New York Times, the men aren't going to school anymore. They're not even going to school, and it's not just the niggas. The white boys too. The white boys aren't going to school anymore. How is that going to make for a viable partner? I'm more educated than you. I'm able to have a conversation and critically think. You're so wrapped up in your emotions. They're jealous. They're jealous. And how are you, a nigga in a patriarchy, jealous of a woman, you bitch? Listen, am I supposed to turn here? I felt like I was supposed to turn here. I am. It's not telling me where my turns are. Listen. I told this man, he told me, you look like you didn't get picked. I said, you look like you cost the U.S. economy $50 billion a year. Nigga, you look like you haven't had your teeth cleaned in 3 years. You look like you haven't had a physical since you was a teenager. You look like you missing all your side teeth. You look like you don't make more than $40,000 a year. That's what you look like to me, nigga. How about that? Because not being picked, don't threaten me with a fucking good time. Not being picked by one of you mongrels. One of you fucking fight niggas? One of you niggas who don't have the brain capacity to have a conversation outside of fucking? Is that who you talking about? Because that's what you look like to me, my nigga. You look like a nigga who don't have no teeth on the side of his face. Yeah. You look like you haven't had nobody stick their fingers up your asshole. You haven't had a physical in I don't know how long. That's what y'all niggas look like to me. When was the last time you got your teeth cleaned, bitch? I want to know that. Listen to the rest of her thing. And I have time where I'm going to.
And received a certificate in broadcasting. She dated down. And so many women date down. Like my abusive ex who almost unalived me.
This is a white woman.
Was such a loser. Didn't even have a driver's license. Didn't have anywhere to live. Literally had a backpack and a hammock and a banjo like a cartoon character. Rode the rails, right? He thought so highly of himself for somebody who had nothing going on.
Nothing.
And so, of course, men like this are really attracted to successful women because they want what we have. They're jealous of us. They want to be successful by proxy. But at the same time, they're so threatened by our success that they then go out to try to destroy the very person that they're so jealous of. Because we're a reminder of them.
I've had that experience.
That they are not enough. And
twice.
They know they're not good enough for us. So they probably try to bring us down, right? So, of course, he was critical of what she had to wear. Men who are critical of what you have to wear and try to police what you wear, and this is why women were saying when this tweet came out, she was wearing, a sexy outfit. This right here is like serious purity culture, misogynistic red pill kind of talking point. This like, oh, you're a mom, so you're not, a lot of men who are violent have this like...
And that's what he kept saying in his video. She's a mom. Tell her to put on something else. No, nigga, you put on something. Why don't you put on a Best Buy shirt? Why don't you put on a shirt and go work down at the AutoZone, my nigga? Why don't you go get you a fucking job? Why don't you put on a polo shirt from Best Buy? Why don't you do that? Since you want her to wear some different clothes, you have no say. And that's why she shouldn't have married that bitch. That's why. She was calling him little dick, everything like that. We done heard about you. Your mama should be, look at all the kids. Your mama should be ashamed of herself. We heard your mama ain't shit. I talked to your grandmother. Your grandmother says your mama ain't shit. So we know you mama boy dick sucking niggas out here trying to trying to change someone. I had my son's father ask me, don't get no more tattoos. Motherfucker, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You jealous
really
bitch.
hard time understanding how a woman can both be a mother and schmegulal. Like Elvis.
Sexual.
Elvis had this problem too. And that's why a lot of men who grow up in the church are terrifying. I mean, in his profile on Instagram, all he says in the description is God-fearing. I do not want a man who's afraid of God. Men who are afraid of God tend to be abusive men. Because if they're afraid of daddy, guess who they're going to take that out on? I don't want a man in my life who worships an abusive father. That's why the church is so closely tied to so much abuse that happens. To children, to women, to boys, to everybody. That they use men, especially, to carry out that violence. Keep women in line, so women keep giving them babies and all their free labor. But even look at some of these others talking points he said. A man of the family. Men like this always love to call themselves family men. Accuses her of attention seeking. Because men who are abusive think they own you. This is about control. This is about their insecurity. And this is about them being pissed that they don't own you. How dare you wear sexy clothing? How dare you threaten my representation? I have standards and morals. Yeah, right. You beat up your girlfriend in front of your kid, but you have morals and standards. It's always projection. It's also interesting because she talks in interviews before about how she doesn't really do relationship stuff online. She didn't really like to talk about it.
That's one thing about Virgos. You'll know about them, but you won't know the whole story. They, like Beyonce, she has it down. Private, you're not going to know nothing about me unless I tell you. And even when I tell you, you're not going to know the whole story. And that's just the way Virgos are. And for her to have gone through her entire career and had no scandals attached to her until she got with a low level, unworthy, unemployed, undereducated, insecure bitch boy. Yeah, I'm calling him a bitch. A bitch. A simp. The epitome of a simp. I'm a man. My son's going to be a man. No, he's not. Not if he's in your care. God help him if he's in your fucking care. Oh, I got one mile before. I'm lucky I got more time.
Relationship stuff for the public eye, that she was more protective of that. And that's why I find it interesting that she went public with their relationship. Allegedly, they met at like a Memorial Day thing, which is the end of May. They went public with their relationship.
Why did anybody warn her? I want to ask Keke, when you got with Darius the terrorist, when you got with that incel, when you gave that nigga access to your pussy, did anybody tell you watch out for him? Because I know you heard the stories about Saronis in the industry. Everybody done heard about him and his attitude. Amanda Seales tried to tell you the same way Keke Palmer tried to tell y'all about Trey Songz.
In August. This is just purely speculation on my part, but a man who is not famous and is nothing compared to you in terms of his career.
Nothing. And y'all spent, and you know how y'all get wrapped up in these fuck ass relationships? Because y'all be feeling sorry for these bitch ass niggas. Y'all don't want to embarrass these bitch ass niggas. Y'all don't want to bruise these bitch ass niggas' ego. And they deserve to be bruised, stomped on, twisted, and strung up from a fucking tree. All of it. Ain't got nothing. That's why that messaging is so harmful. Because all you do when you set a woman up to massage and to coax these niggas' egos, they think they're the prize, and then they turn around and dog your stupid ass out. All because you didn't want to hurt his feelings. You accepted his proposal. You accepted to be in a relationship with you, and he doesn't even deserve access to you. That's why that message is so harmful, because these niggas are already resentful. Let you be more successful than a motherfucker in a patriarchy. his bitch ass is going to have a fucking problem with it. And because he can't control how much money is coming into your bank account, he wants to control your person. And you don't want to hurt his ego. You don't want to bruise his ego. So what do? What do? You enter into a relationship with somebody who is unworthy, who should have never had access to you. I'm telling you. I think about it. If I had been in LA and this nigga, the way he showed up, he would have never had a chance. A lot of circumstances go into why women date, marry, have babies, be in relationships with these weirdos. A lot of different circumstances. But you don't tell a woman to date down, because if you make more money than him, more than likely, if you have a personality like me, you're not going to respect a nigga who ain't making as much as you. There's going to be something about the way that you talk to him. It's just your tone is going to be off because the nigga ain't shit in your eyes. But you went up because you want some motherfucking company, girl. You with him because you want some damn company. And now you with this nigga who is beneath you. It's okay. Fuck these niggas' feelings. He's beneath you. You don't date him. What's wrong with you? He's beneath you. All of Keke's accomplishments, just like this woman said in 2019, way before she even knew who the fuck you were. She was named by Time one of the most influential people in the world, and had a baby with a bitch like you. Had a baby with a bitch like you. Oh, Keke's mother ain't said half of what I would have told that nigga. That's why he fought her when he was done, because he was taking it out on her mother, because her mother cussed his ass out and dwindled him down to the size of his motherfucking penis. Dwindled his bitch ass down to the size of his Vienna sausage. You gave that nigga a chance. You even hear Keke in the background saying, something's wrong with y'all. Something's wrong with your brain. Y'all need help. You and your brother. The grandmother then said you niggas is crazy over there. The Jacksons abuse women. And y'all have been put on notice. Any woman who gets with Saronis or Darius after this, you are in for a big surprise, because it only gets worse. It only gets worse. If he's not physically abusing you, his bitch ass is definitely gonna be financially abusing you, because he ain't got no motherfucking money. And you got all the goddamn serapes and shit on your fucking back. It's on this ice across the street from the school. Okay, I know where I am now. Oh yeah, I'm glad I'm over here now. I've been over here to this place before. Yeah. Let's finish listening to her, because we at our destination, damn it.
Famous by proxy, right? Now, my ex, I was not eager to share our relationship online. He changed his Facebook status without talking to me into in a relationship with Melanie Hamlett. And so I was like, oh crap, okay, I guess we're doing this. All of a sudden I had to go public with something I wasn't really sure if I wanted to talk about publicly, which is crazy because that's what I do for a living, is talk about my life. But something about this relationship seemed, I don't know, I intuitively knew it wasn't good, but he kind of forced my hand. And so then you can see, like, she says, like, at the end of the day, this is somebody that's important to me, so why not? And the only reason why I'm talking about this is maybe this was her decision. But so many things that women do in these relationships is that we justify things, whether they're our idea or someone else's idea. We justify things all the time that we're like, yeah, partly because we have to. And if you're as famous as her, like, I can't imagine that level of pressure. Her enduring all of this and then having to be out in the public, having it all put together. And then as a black woman, the pressure to have it all put together is exponentially greater because of white supremacy culture and all the things that are obviously going to judge black women way harsher than someone like me. I also want to point out some of the other things that she listed that he'd done. He took her diaries. My ex stole the most valuable thing that I had. 10 years worth of photographs. I had a Ziploc with all my SIM cards, and not only was this a source of my work, because I use photographs to help me remember things, sceneries, people, environments, situations, especially as I'm getting older, and Sentimental reasons. My entire life, all my travels, all my relationships, my friendships, everyone I've ever met was in that Ziploc bag. I know I probably should have protected it more. That's the one thing he stole. And he basically took that, so I'd have to see him again. I gotta tell you all that story, because that story of how I got that back was absolutely nuts. Prescription eyeglasses. He took those, he stomped on them, she can't see. If you can't, when I can't see in the morning without my contacts, I'm like panic because I can't even figure out where my pants are. If you're with an abusive man and he takes your glasses, how vulnerable are you? Taking the car keys so she can't leave. And this one right here, I've talked about this a lot. Men who threaten to unalive themselves if you leave, those are abusive men. Get out. Those men are always abusive. They may never touch you, but they're abusive. I cannot stress this enough. Any man who holds unaliving himself over your head is abusing you. And they know that that works. My boyfriend, the day I tried to break up with him, he threatened to jump off the bridge all day. Like he literally even faked his own suicide in the end to try to get back at me. I can't stress how important this part is. And they weaponize men's mental health crisis to keep women in dangerous situations that end up killing us. The other thing that I found really sad was that, but if you go back on our Instagram, there's a whole video of him being so cute with the baby. God, I remember that level of delusion. I can't imagine what it's like if you have a baby with an abuser. So desperately wanting to believe that this man.
Let me tell you how hard for me, I don't know about other women who have been in domestic violence situation with the person who they have children with, whether it's verbal, financial, emotional, psychological, physical, mental, whatever kind of abuse he's inflicting on you. It is for me, I know for me, it is extremely hard to co-parent with someone who hit you. It's hard for me. Because every time I see that person, knowing that this person is taller than me, weighs more than me, bigger than me, I can't really wail and beat your ass, because if I was a man, I would beat your ass. This idea that women are just getting beat on and not fighting back. A lot of women fight back. Some women cower and, and try to protect themselves, because some of these niggas try to hurt you, try to fuck your face up, so ain't nobody gonna want you. Remember on P-Valley when old boy held an iron to old girl's face? There are women who have actually been through stuff like this. They will try to mess you up so nobody will want you. It is very difficult to co-parent with somebody who has abused you, because I don't have no respect for you. I can't speak to you with any amount of respect. Everything you say to me, I'm going to have an attitude, because I didn't get my fucking lick back. But let me tell you niggas now who want to put their hands on women, they're not going to just let you beat them. Like I told y'all the story the other day. When I was trying to grab my keys from this man, he punched me. Now, mind you, this man is a bouncer at a club and punched me in the face twice. You think I coward? You think somebody with my personality coward? No, motherfucker, I'm going to hit your ass back. I'm going to punch your ass in the fucking face. You ain't beating nobody over here. And if you do, you're going to have something on you that shows you that bitch put up a motherfucking fight. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My brother, he's lucky I didn't pick that pot up off the damn stove and hit his motherfucking head with it after you done choked me. No. Absolutely not. Ain't nobody getting beat. You niggas think you're going to put your hands on somebody and they not going to fight back? The only reason why I couldn't fight back because my brother had his hands around my throat. That's the only reason, because I was trying to gasp for fucking air. But when my son's father hit me, I hit his ass right back. It wasn't even a thought. It was an automatic reflex. Boop, right in his motherfucking grill. Oh, you broke my glasses. She's a big girl. Nigga, you 6'3", almost 300 pounds. Ain't nothing somebody 190 is going to do to you. Nothing. Unless they have a firearm or another type of weapon. I don't give a fuck how you smile in my child's face, nigga. Fuck you. Forever. Do you understand me? Forever. It's no going back. Yeah, I had to co-parent with him, but I couldn't do it. Because every time I saw him, I wanted to beat his ass. I wanted to run over him. Every time I saw him, I wanted to harm him. I wanted to harm him. That's why I said, let me get the fuck out of Atlanta. Because either I'm going to die or he's going to die. Because I know he's not going to stop fucking with me. Because he has an antagonistic personality and he likes to fuck with people. So I know he would have kept fucking with me and I would have ended up somewhere in Fulton County with a mug shot. Not a mug shot for not a mug shot for passing a bus, but or a failure to appear, but a mug shot for first degree murder. You think I'm playing? I already told my mother if my baby dies, this motherfucker hit me 7 days. Hit me 7 days postpartum. My son was born on the 23rd. That motherfucker hit me on the 30th. Yeah. Sure did. You are out of here. You got to get out. For a woman to have just given birth to a premature child, 29 weeks, to a premature baby, to be going up to the hospital every day, checking, feeding, breastfeeding, trying to do all that stuff with a baby, and only to come back for this nigga to be ain't shit, and you tired of it. 7 days after giving birth, my second child, 18 months apart, I made a choice. This nigga has to go. He can't live here. You can't be here. You are a terrorist. You bring nothing but disharmony. You're miserable. You're disagreeable. You're a chauvinist. You're a misogynist. You don't even belong. You don't even like women. Why are you in relationships with women? Why? Because if they could get away with it without saying somebody was gay, they'd fuck men instead of fucking you because they don't like you. They don't like you. And a man will tell you all the time. How many men have you heard say they can fuck people they don't like? As a matter of fact, them fucking you isn't an act of intimacy. It's an act of war. They're using their pistol. They're using their gun. They're using their sword to slay you, to knock you down, to smash you, to split you open, to fuck you. They can have sex with you and not like you. Fuck they feelings. Tell these niggas every time, especially in the digital spaces, you fuck niggas always got some shit to say, and then when somebody goes to reply to your stupid ass, you got your shit on private. Oh, you can't comment to them, bitch ass niggas. You let them bitch ass niggas know. Nigga, you look like a motherfucker who ain't had a physical since he was 17 years old. Since your mama took you off of her goddamn insurance. Bitch ass nigga. You looks like your butt cheeks might be stuck together because you so fucking homophobic you won't wipe your ass properly, nigga. Cuss these niggas out. Fuck these niggas. That's the reason why he abused her. He violated her after he got off the phone with the mama. He was taking it out on Keke.
That this is who he is. Because this is who he is. In these moments, he also could unalive you. Women are already groomed by society to be mothers to men, which is inherently the problem. And men think that we should take care of them and be their moms. But then when they become father, all of that is even more amplified.
I had a man. He was a narcissist. I had a man he hated. I would fix his plate. Just courtesy, just being nice. I'm fixing my plate. I'm fixing your plate. Here's your plate. Your plate is ready. I'm not fixing it because I need to or want to, whatever. I'm doing it to be nice. He hated when I made his plate. You know why? He said it reminded him of his mother. But yet and still, you want a bitch to take care of you. You want a bitch to put a roof over your head. But you don't want nobody to make your plate because it reminds you too much of your mother. Girl.
As somebody who has a lot of my own father issues, my ex had a daughter, and the way he talked about his daughter, who he literally never saw or paid child support to, like he was a terrible father, but the way he talked about her is one of the things that pulled me in. I was like, oh, he's a good dad. No, he's a terrible dad. But he made me think he was a good dad. And so many women desperately want to be with men to either heal some of their own dad issues or just at the bare minimum.
I knew another nigga, wasn't in a relationship with him. He called himself liking me, an ugly nigga at that. Called himself liking me. He had custody of his son. You look at him and you will be like, oh my God, he has custody of his son. He's a good father. He's present. He's at the games and da-da-da. He hated women. Hated women. And while you are so transfixed on trying to find a good father, remember, this motherfucker has to be a partner to you. So if he starts talking that shit, you need to let his ass go. Because a person who abuses his child's mother is not a good father. I repeat, a man who abuses his child's mother is not a good father, Martell. You're not a good father. You're not. You niggas who beat women and then want to show up to the soccer game, you're not good fathers. Good actors, but not good fathers. Good performers, but not good fathers. The same way these women be performing orgasms because you ain't giving it to them, that's the same way y'all be out here performing like you good men. And then you talk to them. You ain't even got to give the motherfucker 10 minutes, because within 10 minutes, he's going to show you, I'm not the good guy I say I am. I'm just like the rest of these motherfuckers.
See, a good father is it does something to women. But this is the part I want to focus on. How dangerous a lot of my own father issues. My ex had a daughter, and the way he talked about his daughter, who he literally never saw or paid child support to, like he was a terrible father, but the way he talked about her is one of the things that pulled me in. I was like, oh, he's a good dad. No, he's a terrible dad. But he made me think he was a good dad. And so many women desperately want to be with men to either heal some of their own dad issues or just at the bare minimum. To see a good father is it does something to women. But this is the part I want to focus on. How dangerous pregnancy is for women. Domestic violence is the #1 leading cause of death of pregnant women as of 2022. Let that sink in. U.S. women are more likely to be unalive while pregnant or right after giving birth than any of the other.
Then y'all get mad at Cynthia G when she tells you to abort their babies. You're more than likely to be killed by one of these motherfuckers while you're pregnant with their child. They'll kill you and another body in your body. They'll kill both of you. I had a woman in the comments say she found out her friend or somebody in her area, somebody she knew, or somebody in her area, or news report, this woman found out her man was on the DL. He killed her and killed himself. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about life. You are actually the embodiment of God creating life in your body. They hate you for simply being able to do that. Doing something they can't do. Having the control of whether they exist or not, they cannot stand it. You know how much power it takes from them? You know, if they could actually give birth, they wouldn't have nothing to do with women. If they could give birth, if they could extend their legacy or their bloodline without a woman being involved, they would do it. And abortions would be available like liquor stores. They want to control your body because you're able to do something they cannot do. You have a say in whether humanity continues. You have a say. They want to take that voice. They want to take that away from you. That's why they're taking abortions away, because they hope you're irresponsible. They hope you're not taking birth control. They hope you're not guarding your womb with your life, and that you'll end up and slip and fall on some dick and end up pregnant and in a state where you can't get an abortion. Here's another baby. They don't give a fuck. There's almost 500,000 children in the United States in foster care. They don't give a fuck about these kids. America is the trafficking hub of the globe. They don't give a fuck about these kids. They will kill you while you're pregnant. They will kill you after. They will leave their child, their offspring, without a mother. That's how much they hate women. And fuck these good guys. Fuck them. I promise you.
There are 3 things that lead to their deaths. And giving birth is one of the most traumatizing things a person can ever do.
And like I told you, I had given birth 7 days. My stomach was still protruding. 7 days I had given birth to a premature baby. And I was physically assaulted for trying to remove the father of the child from I don't even want you here. When the person doesn't even want you in their house, after they had just, listen to the dynamics. I have an 18-month-old. I given birth prematurely to a 29-week-old. 7 days after giving birth, I'm by myself. I don't have nobody. I don't have tribe or community or people who would come over. I had fallen out with one of my best friends from high school. I'd fallen out with her because she ain't shit. She wasn't shit. So I didn't have a support system. The same bitch that I moved to Atlanta with, when I was telling her about the trials and tribulations I was going through in my relationship, she went and told everybody, reveling in my misfortune. But how do you have to be a woman, a single woman with 2 children, a house, a mortgage, okay? A car note, okay? And then tell a motherfucker, get out. That shows that you're useless and worthless. And you're undeserving of these children. He's lucky that their last name is hyphenated. And lucky he's on the birth certificate. I got 2 more years for one of them. Because at 16, that birth certificate shit don't mean a fucking thing. Understand me. Honey, I know for a fact. And you're in your most vulnerable state. You had just given birth. And somebody they have the mind to put their hands on you. You're the mother of the child. They can harm you, beat you up, punch you in the face, kill you, and leave the child with nothing. They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. That's why I say when you worried about their feelings, fuck their feelings. Fuck these niggas. Word up. Fuck them. And when somebody's in the background saying, oh my gosh, she can't stand men who abuse and murder and rape and kill you, goddamn right. I wonder why you ain't got the fucking pussy to get up on a motherfucking stage and tell these niggas to suck your dick.
Once you understand the root of domestic violence is not anger or mental health or substance abuse, but it's about power to control someone, then it makes sense. It's also about entitlement. And domestic violence is even worse for Black women, not only because of their fear of what's going to happen to their partners because of racism and police brutality.
That was my problem. When the cops came, all I thought about was police brutality. I didn't even think about myself. That's the reason why when Megan got pulled over, she said, oh no, it's nothing, it's glass, it's something, it's nothing, because she was afraid. She said it. But now you are protecting somebody who just shot you. But also remember, you're there too, and you could be a victim of police brutality too. That's the reason why some women, they be like, don't call the cops, because they already know. But let me tell you something, bitch. Call the cops on his motherfucking ass. If he don't make it to the police station, that don't even need to concern you. Because if he's willing to take your ass out, take his ass out. Take his ass out.
What will happen to them if they report it? And yet so many Black women have no way out. Indigenous and other women of color too, especially Black and Indigenous women. Black women are more likely to be prosecuted or incarcerated while trying to navigate violent situations. 51% of Black women homicides are related to DV. And gives her a little more protection. But this man did this. What Keke Palmer is going through.
And like that woman, I can't remember her name right now, it escapes me, who shot off a warning shot in her home in Florida, and she was put in jail trying to get away from the man who was abusing her. Bitch, instead of doing a warning shot, you should have shot his goddamn ass right dead center in his motherfucking chest. Oh yes. Ain't no warning shots, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you because you trying to kill me. Hello? Y'all better read The Art of War. Ain't no way a motherfucker, just like I said, ain't nobody getting beat, nigga. We gonna fight. You hit me, I'm gonna hit your ass back. And with all the aggression that I have, all of it is gonna be unleashed on you. So if you do beat my ass, you're gonna be out of breath. You ain't gonna be beating on nobody. You're gonna be out of breath because I'm gonna work your ass. I'm gonna work you. You understand me? And if the cops come, leave the blood on your face. Leave all your markings. Leave your swollen lip. Leave it so they can see that your life is in danger. And just like this woman said, there's too many Black women who get in trouble with the law for trying to get out of domestic violence situation. Shooting at the nigga, doing whatever they need to do. But ain't no warning shots, my nigga. Ain't no warning shots. You better come in here with a bulletproof vest around your neck and face. Or your legs. Come in here. Or your arms. Come in here. Y'all ladies, get whatever means of protection that you can have in your area. If a man is acting like he wants to control you and what to do, get out. Tell somebody. They count on you being embarrassed. They count on you being ashamed. They count on you feeling guilty. They count on it. And they also know that in your community, they worship niggas so much that they are going to put more value on his word than yours. Still tell your story. You know, that motherfucker had the nerve to tell me, every time you talk about me, you need to give me some of your YouTube check, bitch. Suck my dick from the back, bitch. These niggas have they don't care. They have audacity. If nothing, these motherfuckers, they can cost the U.S. economy $50 billion a year. But one thing these niggas have a hold on is audacity. Where's my son? Where's my son? Ain't no son, nigga. You don't have no son. As far as I'm concerned, you don't have no son. And as violent as he is, I'm going to a judge and tell him to release your parental rights. Because you're violent and you're a threat to yourself. You're a threat to this baby. You're a threat to me and anyone around you. Anyone you occupy space with, you're a threat. Full, legal, sole custody. You don't have no say in nothing. 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 I'd rather my child be without a father than be in company with somebody who's going to treat them harmful things, somebody who doesn't even respect their mother. Would you let your child over somebody's house who didn't fuck with you? Huh? Would you let your child over somebody's house who don't fuck with you? No. That's why I was so pissed off at my father when he said he was going to take my sons for the summer and then met up with their father, and their father had the entire summer. And my father told me, you don't have no control over here. Do you know how furious I was to have my children in a different state and two men tell me you don't have control over this? I'm gonna let their father pick them up and spend the whole summer with their father when that was not the agreement. This motherfucker traveled, taking my kids over state lines. You'll never, ever, ever you will never be in company of those children and I not be in the state. That won't happen again. It will never happen again. I'm telling you, that's the reason why I left Atlanta. I had a feeling. I know me. And when I'm done, I'm done. I know me. I said, if I don't leave here, if I don't get the fuck out of here, either he's going to kill me because he has such a disdain for me. And I think it's just from me being a free woman and existing freely. Nobody can tell me what the fuck to do. They hate it. They want to be able to tell. And then you stupid ass women fall in line. I need a man to lead me. These motherfuckers can't lead you nowhere. Lead you off a fucking cliff, lead you into poverty. That's the only place the motherfuckers are gonna lead you, especially the black ones. I gotta go. Take care of each other, protect your energy. We'll get down in the comments. Peace.